Hey everybody, this is Adam Small from MyMusicMasterclass, and today we're going to review a Trumon 05 series full-size acoustic guitar. This guitar has a spruce body and top and a mahogany neck and back, and the fingerboard is rosewood. So Jake Moses, my LA counterpart from My Music Masterclass, is going to do this review today out of his place in Los Angeles. Like all of our other review videos, Trumon sent us this guitar in exchange for us to make this video. They didn't tell us to say anything specific, and of course we wouldn't do a video if we were coached in any way. We're going to be unbiased and let you hear and see what this thing is like. We haven't added any effects of any kind to alter the sound, so what you see, what you hear, is what you get.
So this is a Trumon 05 Beginner Series. And when I first unboxed it, I thought it was short scale, but it's definitely not. I compared it to one of my Taylors, and it's full. I really love this cut. I love this shape. This is really cool. It's a beautiful guitar. I was actually really surprised for the price range. The tuning pegs are a little, but I'd expect something like that. And out of the box, I had to tune it for a while, which is good for shipping. But yeah, the tuning pegs, a little stiff. But it was kind of cool because it came with a whole new pack of strings. Came with a capo, which is actually really cool. I'll test that out in a bit. And then, little cloth. So if you're beginning to play guitar, this is perfect. I wish I had this as a kid. When I was coming up with guitar, any beginning type guitar was brutal. Granted, I was just learning, but this thing feels really nice. Obviously, the action gets a little higher up here, but that might actually be adjustable. But it sounds really nice. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get beautiful, low, full, rich sounds from like a beginning tier series type guitar, but the neck feels great. Get some brightness out of it. It feels comfortable to play, as far as bar chords. Obviously, the higher on the neck you get, it's gonna get a little brutal. It gets a little like, you can feel it, that little stick you get sometimes with the neck. But that's also because this thing's brand new. Yeah, like right there. That's definitely a combination of just new fretboard and new strings. But but you could still get around this thing. You could try a capo, which is just the one that came with it. Seems a little weak, but it holds. I feel like it'd be better with a nylon guitar, this capo, but it does the trick. Surprisingly well, actually. Held the intonation pretty well too. Maybe a little much there. Yeah, you gotta lose that low a little bit. It's got some bounce to it. I like my guitars to kind of really be able to hammer on there, but you lose a lot of low end. You'll have to have strong hands for this one, but that's why you start with a guitar like this.
All right, I'm back here, and thanks so much to Jake for allowing us to hear what this guitar sounds like and also hear his thoughts on it. Now, I want to make a point that I've made in some of our other videos, and that is that this guitar is marketed as a beginner guitar, but it doesn't necessarily have to be only for beginners. I mean, yeah, the price is around $200, and that's great. And for a beginner, this would be an amazing guitar to get because it plays in tune, the neck's cool, and it sounds good, and it'd be pretty easy to play. And like Jake said in the video, you know, back in our day, you know, things that were that inexpensive often were very difficult to play, making it really hard to learn. All that being said, if you're a professional musician or just a more experienced musician, this is also a cool guitar to have, right? Because it only costs around 200 bucks. And what if you wanted to bring it camping or bring it to the beach or just have a guitar that you can kind of travel with and not worry about as much as your high-end gear? This would be a cool option because it's playable, again, and it sounds cool. Overall, Jake and I both agree that this guitar is a very good value for the money. In this price range, it's hard to find things that are, you know, playable and fun to play, and this kind of checks both those boxes. Also, since we mic this thing up cleanly and professionally, you should really be able to hear what this thing sounds like and make up your own mind if you like the sound of this particular instrument without us telling you that it sounds good, right? One thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video is that this is just an acoustic guitar. It's not an acoustic electric guitar, meaning that it doesn't have a 1/4-inch input or a preamp in order to route your sound out to an amp or to the front of house or a mixing board. But to be honest, for the price, we weren't really expecting that many features. Instead, we were just hoping to get a solid guitar for the price. And again, Jake and I both feel that this is a really, really nice guitar for the price. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.